Hello YouTubers, Ted here in beautiful Côte St. Luc, Canada with another Farmington update for you. 2 weeks have passed since the last age up, and so guess what? We're going to age up again. I will give you a couple updates before I age up. The wildlife event ended recently and I did quite well. I got 3 of these sacred flamingo paradise buildings. At the start, when I was sort of planning what I was going to do during the event, I was hoping to get 2, and I managed to get 3, so that's great. These are terrific buildings. They don't need a road. They are 5 by 4, I think, and they give 200 current age goods and 150 next age goods. So actually, if we look at my goods here, and we're in the tomorrow era, you can see I've got a goodly bit of tomorrow era goods stored up, but I've already got a big head start on future era goods. I have 690 of each kind, thanks to those flamingo buildings. And there's not too much else of interest going on. QI has started again. Over the previous 2-week session, I was actually recording every single QI collection that I did and every step and everything I was doing to build my city. And because I was going to try to create a guide, but then it turned out not very well. And so I'm trying again and refining my strategy, and I think it's turning out better this time. I am keeping up with spending all my quantum actions. I have so far earned, because I had zeroed this out before, over 8,000 lunar coins. We're on day 4. I've already got the clapboard house built, which is the highest level of house that I ever build, and we've got some good cultural buildings coming along. Anyway, I think it's doing better this time, but I'm not recording all this activity. But if it truly does work out well, then maybe in future I'll make a recording of that strategy. I mean, the trick of it is how you can do QI well in a non-fighting world. It's quite easy to do well in a fighting world. All right. So anyway, let's advance another age. Oops, I clicked on the wrong thing. We're going to go up to the future era. Woohoo! The future era has a cool town hall, you'll see in a second. In fact, a lot of the town halls from this point on, maybe all of them, are cool. And I had collected earlier in the day, and spent it on my arc, so I don't have a huge pile up of forage points, but I will start going through this tech tree tomorrow. All right. And so let's see our upgraded town hall. Very nice. By the way, sometime in the past couple of weeks or so, my arc crossed level 100. It's now level 109, which is actually the highest level great building I have in any world that I've ever played, including my main city, where I have only gotten buildings up to level 100 and then just leave them there and work on something else. So we'll do our traditional few actions here. We're going to, I hope I've paid for a queen. Let me see. Yes, we have the parts for a queen, so we're going to build our new Nero queen. Build and upgrade. And this we will leave behind forever. I like to keep these in order, so I'm just gonna fix the order. Click, 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 click. It doesn't look like anything, but I'm actually moving each of these each time. And where does this last one fit? I don't know. We'll put it there for now. I'm going to have to move, I guess, my Shinto temple somewhere. But I'll fix that later. And we will expand our city. That's the other thing we traditionally do. So let's try to add a whole nother side here. I guess we could do that. Or I could keep expanding this way, because I sort of have a thing going with these roads and so on. I don't know. What should we do? Well, so far I've been keeping it square every time I expand one side and then the other side. So let's continue keeping it square. I don't have quite enough victory expansions, but if I combine my victory expansions with some, reward expansions, I don't have quite enough, but I have victory expansions that we can use. And I still have a lot more of those I can use. 32 more available. I haven't started using any diamond expansions, and I can also build at least a couple, I think, of quantum expansions. So let's upgrade some buildings. Whoops. All right. I have so many of these one-up kits from my squirrel halls. Let's one-up a lot of things. I'm going to one-up all my flamingos. 2, 3. And what else? Yeah, we'll one-up that. Contemporary era. That one's left way behind. Interesting. Postmodern. Oh, these things are also out of date. Tomorrow. Yeah, let's upgrade that. Actually, postmodern, tomorrow, and contemporary. I need to look at my goods production here to get organized. So, future era goods. Oh, we're making 1337 already? That's pretty good, really. Oh, my market. Does my market, do I need to upgrade my market, or is it automatic? I guess I don't need to upgrade that one. That happens automatically. So that's good. And we have a solarium and those 3 flamingos. We don't need this many. Especially we don't need postmodern era things. What do we have? We have some neo-bazaars. Squirrel halls. Let's upgrade a couple squirrel halls, shall we? And maybe a couple neo-bazaars. I'm going to see how many renovation kits I have. I mean, I could just use a ton of one-up kits, but yeah, I have a lot of renovation kits too, and we're jumping multiple levels with these things. So let's upgrade the oldest squirrel halls. Postmodern, tomorrow. Contemporary. Contemporary is after postmodern, I think. Contemporary, postmodern. Yeah, so the postmodern ones are the oldest. So let's upgrade them. Postmodern. And what's this? Okay, let's upgrade postmodern. Postmodern. And let's do at least one of these. We have 3 in the postmodern era. We'll move one up at least. How are things looking now? Maybe a little bit more current era production than we need. Ah, the sleigh ride. Yes, we could move that up, or I could move this other Solara, or this squirrel hall. I don't know, it doesn't matter really. Well, let's just move up a Solara. Yeah, let's move up a Solara from the postmodern. All right, and is that enough upgrades of buildings? Now we're generating 2,000 future era goods and about 1,000 of the previous 2 eras, which I already have tons of them anyway. I continue to need some of those because I'm still working on the continent map here. I might have mentioned in a previous video that I've fallen behind a bit. So this is the, what is this? I don't even know which continent map this is. This might be postmodern era or something like that. Anyway, I'm at least 2 eras behind on the continent map, and working on catching up. So I do need some of those old goods buildings. And we'll just straighten out our queens here a little bit, shall we? Get them nicely lined up here. Little Bronze Age queen, well, Iron Jane queen, which generates Bronze Age goods. And I'll put my Azalea Arbor back there. There we go. That's looking kind of nice, isn't it? We've got our queen lined up. We've got our upgraded buildings. I have all these blacksmiths left over from the wildlife event. I had built them just to satisfy production quests. And that looks like about it. So there we go. Farmington is in the future era. And I will expect that in about 2 weeks we will have finished that and we'll go to the Arctic future. That's when things will slow down, because in the Arctic future you have the special goods thing that you have to collect. Also the continent maps are more. So all these Arctic future, or not all, both these Arctic future and Oceanic future take a lot more time. Famously, Oceanic future takes the most time to get through. Maybe it'll take, I don't know, might take as much as 2 months or something like that, because you have to build up these special goods, orichalcum, and there's like 3 different subsections of the continent map you have to get through. It takes a long, long time. And then virtual future is more like a normal level again. And then space age Mars starts with the space colony. But that's not so bad. These agents aren't so slow. They're a bit slow. Anyway, that's what we have to look forward to. A whole lot more work. All right. Thanks for watching.